we're back here on Backstage. I'm Mr. Magic alongside my German friend, Mr. Davis. I brought this up because, like I said, for as long as we've known, I'll never forget the day, Southampton, Sunnyside Park, when we were walking together and you told me, hey, I'm going to play in Germany. And I'm thinking, like, what, you're going for a weekend? No, I'm going for a couple of months, which turned out to be how long?
Well, it was just a couple of months, but it's just that the club I work in Germany, I've been 57 countries and I've played in maybe 40 of them. And it's just that the club in Germany, every time I go to Germany, I go to the same club.
Yeah.
And I've been back there almost every year since '99. So it seemed sometimes twice, sometimes the beginning of the summer and the end of the summer, beginning of the winter and end of the winter. But so it seems like Germany was a place I've been, but I've actually been Norway more than I've been Germany.
No, I know. I don't want to talk about Norway. Well, this is, again, this is one thing I know. I have followed you because, I mean, I would see your brother every so often. Where is he to now?
Yeah.
You know, if you know, I'm not sure. I think it's in Sweden, you know, things like that. But I know you've been the European circuit. And
Yeah.
I've talked to other artists, and the European circuit, Germany, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, and Poland, all these places, they have so gravitated to urban music, you know, and reggae, especially reggae. I mean, I know you do a little bit of reggae in your day, but they've gravitated to reggae so much, you know, and I mean, black and white artists as well. But the style of music they have, so you know, that's why I hate to say that. No, I won't hate to say that. That's why David Hasselhoff is such a big fan of Europe. He may not be great in the USA for his music, but over there in Europe, he's a king.
Yeah.
You know, so you playing in these countries, I'm like, the reception, what was it like? Was it like culture shock for you initially?
Yeah, actually. But the piano bar in Germany is amazing. It's a small bar. I would say somewhere around the size of Casey's bar.
Okay.
And it's a major cocktail bar. I mean, it's all the, you know, all the antics that go with it. And the thing about in Europe is that the music is first. You know, there's a grand piano there. Now, if you put a grand piano in Casey's, you see what you've got left.
Yeah.
But that's how it was. And it was just a little place and it was jam-packed every week. Every week it was just jam-packed. And the place where we played, a little town called Waldshut. And it's between the Black Forest and the Rhine, and it's near the Swiss-German border. It's not too far from the French border. So on the weekends, it'd be people from Germany, Switzerland, you know, and also from France. And it was amazing, and I just loved it. And you know, like you say, I walk down the streets, and all the kids think I'm either a football player or a basketball player, and the kids love me because just for that, just because of the way I look. And I remember the first year I was there, I met a lady, a good friend of mine. She was a teacher at the German high school in that town, and she taught English in the German school. And we became friends, and she wanted me to come to the school to talk to the kids. And I said, well, what do you want me to say? She said, well, just answer some questions. She wanted them to speak to someone whose first language was English. And so I went to the school, and all the teachers like greeted me, and they said, when he's finished, can he come and talk to my class? And can he come? So I ended up talking to 3 different classes.
Right.
And then they had a little champagne reception for me after school. The teachers had it, and so I invited all the kids that were able to come. I had that following weekend, I had a Sunday matinee performance for the kids. And when I went to work Sunday it was around 5, because I was going to do like 6 to 8 for the kids. And the guy says, have you looked out the door? And there was 100 kids out there waiting to get in.
Wow.
And it was so cool. And in Germany, the kids are allowed to drink beer and wine, I think, at 15 or something. So the bar made money.
That's the culture.
Yeah. They opened the door and the place was packed. And it was so cool.
I'm trying to think which country it is. I think it's Norway that has a tube that, like, they have underwater beer that shoot beer into the bars or wherever the case may be. So yeah, that's the most drinking country around, I guess.
Well,
because I was going to ask you about the language barrier.
okay.
Yeah, in German,
Well,
you're in this bar, and of course, again, a country that their first language is not English.
Yeah.
You're singing in English, obviously.
Well,
Did you learn some German?
Yeah, I learned German, and it's difficult. It was difficult for me to learn because everybody wanted to try out their English,
Okay.
and there was it was a bar, a bistro in the front, and the bar was in the back, and so I used to go to the bistro for my meals, and there was a Czech young lady from the Czech Republic. There was a Polish girl working there. There was it was a French guy working there. So they're multicultural, and English is their common language.
Gotcha.
And so it wasn't getting to talk and converse with people wasn't difficult at all. But like I say, it was difficult for me to try and learn German because, I mean, even I go on my day off, go sit to another bar, and the drunk at the bar, my English not so good, help me. And, even the drunk at the bar wants to learn how to speak English,
You could have opened up an English speaking school from the sounds of it.
I never thought of that. It's too late now. Their English is really good because, I mean, when I first went, that was 1999. So,
right. Okay.
And now it's like, it's so open with the European Union. Everybody speaks English.
Yeah. So if you were to pick a country, no, we already know it's Germany. So, all right. So now you're here, you're back home. You've been here for a stretch now. Again, up at Frog and Onion. Crowds are receptive to you. Are you're feeling that comfort?
Oh yeah, it's great because I have different people every day because I play happy hour for the ship.
Okay.
So
and that's the best way, man. You've got a different audience coming in.
Yeah.
You can still keep your same sort of show lineup,
Yeah. The thing is, I never know what I'm going to play until I get up there. So I don't script the show because, I mean, if I write a song, a set that's geared to average age 40 and I get there and it's average age 70, I'm screwed right away.
Well, yeah.
And I just wait till I go early, set up, and I just,
read
the room, and I go from there. I can't even tell you when I'm playing this song, what I'm going to play next. So I'm thinking about the song I'm playing.
Right. I got you. Yeah. I definitely know that works because, as a performer, as a magician, I try my best, especially if it's repeats. I'll do a show for someone. I have a particular show lined up, and then they call me back a couple of months later and say, listen, can you come back and do another show for us? I'm like, I have to ask the question, are there going to be the same people there?
Right.
Because of the same people, I need to make a few changes within the show to give them something different, because as a magician, I don't want you to sit there trying to figure out what I'm trying to do.
Exactly.
Because that's why they say magician never does the same trick twice.
Right.
It's not because they can't. They just don't want you to figure it out.
Exactly.
It's just, the truth about it. But when it comes to you and music, it's like, okay, I see we've got the ages of 30 to 55. Okay, I know they'll appreciate Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But then I see people that are ages 50 to 80. I don't have any blue eyes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And things like that.
And then what I find when I have a mixed audience like that, I get the younger lot listening to stuff they always say, well, who was that? And I say, well, that was made popular by Sarah Vaughan. And they go, wow, that's cool.
Right.
And then you get the older lot listening, well, who was that?
Jay-Z.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll go like, wow, I like that, Yeah. And there are some songs that across the board everybody likes. I mean, some James Brown, everybody likes James Brown, everybody likes Stevie.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, and
there's anthems basically. Anthems that people know.
So and then those are you can't go wrong with stuff like that. But I've played, and sometimes it's just how you deliver it. I remember I worked at a club in Switzerland, not Frauenfeld, it was Davos, and one of the head bartender's name was Denny. I tell him I'll play Denny Boy. He says, oh, I like that. And so I said, I played every night for the first week, I played a different style. And after about the fourth night, he said, you can't possibly do a different style tonight.
Different, yeah.
And I did a different style every night for him. And he like, wow, man, he just loved it,
Yeah.
And it's sometimes, when you're playing on your own, you can take it wherever you want to.
You can be creative.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So before we let you go, let us know what nights are you there at Frog and Onion and times.
Sure.
So
Well, I'm at Frog and Onion every day, basically from 1:30 to 4:30, except Thursday. With the exception of Thursday, I'm at the. I actually have Lady Tyson back here in Bermuda for the summer, and we're doing the Anchor every Friday from 7 to 10, and we're doing every second Thursday at Casey's Bar. I also have a trio that I'm running right now, and we're working wherever we can at the moment. We've been doing a lot of work at the Hamilton Princess,
okay,
and that includes Derek Simmons and Erwin Leder.
okay,
So
Yeah.
keeping it busy, and we're trying to arrange something where I can get Tyson and
everybody.
the band together. So
That'd be great. That would be great.
just keep an eye out on the web, and we'll let people know when it's all happening. But right now that's the way it is in a nutshell.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you very much. Folks, Mr. Wayne Davis, again, you can find him at the Frog and Onion, Cases, Anchor, as you said as well. Check him out, Lady Tyson, along with Erwin Leder on drums, and yeah, all that.
Derek Simmons.
Yeah, and Derek soon lead
Called D-Band.
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 D-Band. Can't get no more Bermudian than that. D-Band. All right. Well, thank you very much again for joining here on Backstage. Truly appreciate you coming by. That's it, folks. Thank you for joining us here today. I'm your host, Mr. Magic, alongside Mr. Wayne Davis. Thank you. We'll check you next time backstage. New guest, new conversation. Check you next time.